We're diving deep into the top 3 bicentennial quarter dollars ever discovered, could be worth up $160,000. The 1976 D Eisenhower dollar, 1976 D Kennedy half dollar, and the 1976 bicentennial quarter dollar aren't just patriotic collectibles. Some are incredibly valuable, from rare minting errors to low production varieties. You should look for, especially if you have old coin jars. Stick around, you might just discover a hidden treasure worth far more than face value. You could be holding one of the most valuable modern coins in U.S. history and not even know it. A simple 1976 D Bicentennial Eisenhower dollar, yes, the one. This isn't just pocket change, it's a once-in-a-lifetime payday that we're diving deep into the incredible story, history, and value of the rare, shocking collectors worldwide. Stay with me until the end, because I'll reveal exactly what to look for, and how one ordinary-looking coin, background. We need to travel back to the early 1970s. The year 1976 marked America's 200th birthday, the bicentennial, and the U.S. Mint wanted to celebrate in style. Congress approved special designs for the quarter, half dollar, and dollar coins. And thus, the Eisenhower dollar, already in circulation since 1971, received a dramatic, patriotic redesign for the bicentennial. Wrong planchet errors. $20,000 to $35,000. Clipped planchet errors. $57,000 to $67,000. Double strikes. $84,000 to $97,000. Real auction sales prices. Let's talk hard numbers. Collectors are no longer just chasing century-old coins for big paydays. Modern rarities like the 1976 D Ike dollar have become auction gold, especially when certified by grading agencies like PCGS or NGC. Here are some jaw-dropping auction results. $57,000 for a 1976 D Eisenhower dollar with a dramatic wrong planchet error. $67,000 for a coin graded MS66 with double strike, off-center, and wrong metal planchet. $84,000 for a 1976 D struck on a 40% silver planchet intended for collector sets, but accidentally used for circulation and struck with significant off-center error. Imagine finding this in a $1 coin roll or a forgotten coin jar. These coins have fetched these values at top auction houses such as Heritage Auctions. How to identify a rare 1976 D era dollar? Ready to check your collection? Here's a checklist to help you identify a potentially valuable bicentennial-like dollar. Look at the mint mark. Only Denver Mint D coins are relevant for this specific rare error. Check the weight. A normal clad Eisenhower dollar weighs 22.68 grams. A silver planchet version weighs about 24.59 grams. If yours is lighter or heavier, you may have an error. Use a digital scale accurate to 0.01 grams. Inspect the edge. Copper nickel-clad coins show a striped edge, copper visible. Silver planchets have a solid silver-colored edge, a key indicator. Use a magnifying glass or loupe. Look for doubling, ghosted images, or extra outlines. Check for clipping, misalignment, or blurry overstrikes. Certification. Don't clean the coin. Send it to PCGS, NGC, or NX for authentication and grading. We're diving deep into the unbelievable story of the most valuable 1976 D Bicentennial Kennedy half dollar error ever discovered. We'll explore how it happened, how to spot one, and how you might be holding one of these jackpot rarities. Stay with me till the end, because one of the rarest and most expensive modern US coins might just be in your collection. Background. Before we unlock the error that launched this coin into six-figure stardom, we need to understand why the Kennedy half dollar got a makeover in 1976. America was gearing up for its 200th birthday, and the U.S. Mint wanted to celebrate in style. Congress authorized a special one-time redesign for the quarter, half dollar, and dollar coins, all bearing the dual date 1776-1976 to commemorate the bicentennial of American independence. Wrong planchet strike, $50,000 to $75,000. Off metal composition, $95,000 to $135,000. Off center strike, $186,000 to $200,000. Real auction sales price values. Let's talk numbers, because this is where things get jaw-dropping. Rare Kennedy half dollars from 1976 D with confirmed mint errors have sold for shocking amounts. $95,000 for a Kennedy half struck on a silver dollar blank, 40% silver. Certified MS65 by PCGS. $135,000 for a Kennedy half dollar double struck on a planchet intended for a foreign coin, with visible off-center strike and mirrored surfaces. $186,000 for the triple error Kennedy, struck on the wrong planchet, off-center, and struck multiple times in nearly mint condition. These prices aren't estimates. These coins were sold at top auction houses like Heritage Auctions, Stack's Bowers, and Great Collections and featured in Collector. How to identify a valuable 1976 D-era candy half dollar, ready to hunt for treasure. Here's your step-by-step breakdown on how to check if your bicentennial half dollar is worth a fortune. Look for the D mint mark. Only coins minted in Denver qualify for this rare era category. Look just below Kennedy's neck, near the rim. That D mint mark is essential. Weigh your coin. A standard copper-nickel Kennedy half dollar should weigh 11.34 grams. If it weighs more or less, you might have a wrong planchet or off-metal error. 40% silver version 11.50 grams. Examine the edge. A normal clad coin shows a copper stripe on the edge. If the edge is solid silver or oddly colored, it may be an off-metal strike. Visual inspection with magnification. Off-center strikes, double images, ghosted or partial lettering, die cracks or unusual strike pressure. Certification. If your coin checks any of these boxes, don't clean it. Send it to PCGS or NGC for professional authentication and grading. The full story behind the rarest 1976 Bicentennial Quarter dollar error, how it happened, what it looks like, and how you might be holding one without even knowing it. Watch to the end because we're about to uncover a coin so valuable, it could change your life. Background. To understand the full story, we need to travel back to the mid-1970s, when America was preparing for a once-in-a-century celebration, 200 years of independence. In honor of the occasion, the U.S. Mint created special commemorative designs for the quarter, half dollar, and dollar coins, all bearing the dual date 1776 to 1976. Wrong planchet strike, $90,000 to $120,000. Double strike or off-center strike, $125,000 to $155,000. Clad layer missing error, $185,000 to $200,000. Auction prices that shook the coin world. Let's break down real-world numbers because these aren't myths. These quarters have been authenticated and sold at major auctions. Record auction sales, $125,000 for a 1976 quarter struck on a 40% silver planchet, double struck with perfect off-center error. $155,000 for a bicentennial quarter struck on a planchet meant for a foreign coin. Certified by PCGS as a one-of-a-kind misstrike. $200,000 for a quad-error quarter, wrong planchet, double struck, misaligned die, and retained partial clad layers. Sold privately and confirmed by leading numismatists. Auction houses like Heritage Auctions, Stack's Bowers, and Great Collections have all witnessed jaw-dropping bidding wars for these unique errors. How to identify a rare bicentennial quarter dollar. Now comes the fun part. It's coin hunting time. If you've got a jar of quarters at home or have saved bicentennial coins from decades ago, here's your guide to spotting one worth a fortune. Check the date and mint mark. Look for 1776-1976 on the obverse. Mint marks include no-mintmark Philadelphia D, Denver S, San Francisco, silver proofs and collector strikes. Weigh the coin. Standard clad quarter equals 5.67 grams. 40% silver quarter equals 5.75 grams. Foreign or off planchet errors equals 5.0 to 5.9 grams. Use a digital scale accurate to 0.01 grams. An unusual weight is a huge red flag in a good way. Inspect the edge. Normal, two-tone stripe, copper nickel. Rare, solid silver color, missing clad layer, or unusual edges. Visual inspection. Using a jeweler's loupe or digital microscope, examine for certification. If your coin shows any of the above signs, do not clean or polish it. Contact a grading agency like PCGS, NGC, or ANAC. Submit it for authentication and certification. A coin graded at MS65 or higher with a rare error is where the big dollars are found, especially when paired with multiple errors.